Morning all.
Morning.
Welcome to, as we say,
Deepest.
darkest Dorset. We're babysitting a campsite for 2 months. Caretaking, I think, is probably a better term. In the middle of Dorset, in this woodland. We've got a dog that's going bonkers chasing deer. There she is, behind us somewhere.
Well, at the moment she's chasing a ball.
And we're here for 2 months. Today's video has got nothing to do with being here. That's probably for another one. Today's video is all about our bicycles. What an exciting subject that is.
Yes. Well, you could go on for hours,
Yeah, I
couldn't
could.
you?
It's a request
And
we had
hours.
from one of our
And hours.
huge pool of subscribers who wanted us to just describe, explain, etc. our bikes. So this is what this video is going to do. We're going to show you what bikes we've got. They're both gravel bikes. Explain the reasons why we got them. Yeah. The good bits and the not so good bits about them. You probably can't think of not so good bits, but
No.
I can. How we use it in relation to travelling with a van and no car, and then finally just explaining how we put it into the van or how put them in the van, and a bit of the detail about what they weigh, etc. Sounds like an absolutely riveting video.
Yes, it does.
We won't make it too long, trust me. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, then come along for the journey. If you're not, you might want to watch anyway. I don't know. Yeah. Anything else to say?
No.
Welcome to our paradise. And just finally, would we caretake a site again?
We're not talking about
Oh, sorry,
campsites.
no.
We're talking about bikes.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. It's told off again. Okay, the first question I think we need to answer is why we've gone for gravel bikes, first of all.
Yes.
Do you know why we went for gravel bikes?
Because the versatility of them.
Yes! Yes, that's exactly right. It is. We've gone for those because we've seen quite a lot of people with their motorhomes. A lot have road bikes because obviously they're big road riders, and I'm a
Yes.
big road rider, but we thought that was not practical, particularly some of the places we camp. We've seen other people with collapsible small bikes with tiny wheels.
But we have to mention, we have to bear in mind the dog while we're deciding the bike.
Yes, but I'll come to that in a moment. You're just
Okay.
getting ahead of yourself a little bit.
All right.
And we didn't really fancy tiny bikes with tiny wheels because we don't think they would be versatile enough. I used to, many years ago, well, I've done for many years, ride mountain bikes on my foot.
What? See?
Absolutely, yes. We. And probably about 1990 we had our first mountain bikes, the Marion mountain bikes, remember?
Yes, I love that.
No suspension,
No.
but chunky wheels and could basically go anywhere. And that's the reason we've gone for gravel bikes, because they can basically go anywhere.
Yeah.
You can ride on the road, you can ride off-road. I mean, you can do quite radical stuff. We don't, we're in our early 60s now, but you can happily go
We've
off-road.
suffered injuries that we
have.
do not want to go through
So
any accidents again.
consequently, we've gone for these, which, as you can see, can you step back a little so that you're not blocking the view of your beautiful bike? Gravel bikes.
Hopefully you can see.
Perfect for what we need. Really versatile. But yeah, that's about it, really, isn't it? Yeah. So the second thing we wanted to really discuss is why we've gone for e-bikes rather than just standard bikes. I have to be honest that when we initially started looking at e-bikes, I wasn't very keen because I thought we might be cheating when we were riding bikes. Yep. Because I've always ridden bikes that don't have any assistance. But it was a practical decision, wasn't it? And really it was down to the fact that one, we're perhaps not as fit as we used to be. We probably want to cycle quite a long way when we're with our motorhome.
Yep.
And thirdly, I'm towing a dog in a
Yes.
trailer.
Yeah.
And we're using it now more as not as a fitness tool, but as a transportational tool.
And we can put some shopping in
Yeah.
it, or on the
Yeah.
top, strap our rucksacks on.
Because we obviously don't have a car when we go with a motorhome,
Yes.
and we've said that before in videos, but when we turn up at campsites, they can be quite a long way from where we want to go. With an e-bike, you've got the ability to go further, faster, and longer, to be honest. So yeah,
It
really
just
useful.
made sense, didn't it?
So the two we've got two different types. So Kerry is now going to explain the drive system on your Ribble, aren't you?
Drive.
Oh.
Cogs.
No, the electric element. Where's your electric element on this bike?
Oh, it's in the post down here.
Well, no, that's where you charge, isn't it? And the batteries.
It's up. Oh, it's
Yes,
here.
yes.
Sorry.
So this is what we call a hub arrangement. Yep. You're going to come out the tree. So that is a Marl motor,
Yeah.
which you've got in the back. Yep. Which drives your system.
Yes.
Okay. Mine.
Do
Oh,
you know
yes.
That, it
You're
makes
not-
sense now. Why I always have a bit of trouble with it.
And then mine is different. Do you know why it's different?
Because you've got yours in the post.
No, the engine is actually there.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm pointing.
Where the bottom bracket is.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, that's at mine. So the two different types of e-bike, and I think they do behave differently, and the positives and negatives of both, which we'll talk about in a moment. But that's the two types of e-bike, both charged with chargers that come with them. Very simple to use. And what we'll probably now do is talk a little bit about the different features on the two bikes. Okay?
Yes.
Yep. So welcome to Kerry's mastermind quiz on her bike. What's your make?
A Ribble.
It is a Ribble, and the frame is made of?
I'm going to say titanium.
No.
No, I didn't think it was. I went for very posh.
Begins with A?
Aluminium.
Yes, with a carbon fork. Okay? So it's a alloy double-butted frame. Okay, whatever that means. You probably won't. I know what that means, but you probably don't. You have disc brakes, which are hydraulic. Yep. What type of tyres do you have? Remember?
All road. What?
Tubeless.
Tubeless.
And why are they tubeless? What's good about tubeless tyres?
Because if you get a puncture, they reseal.
Absolutely. So that's what Kerry's got. You've got a GRX group set. You don't know what I mean by that.
No.
What's the real positives of the bike, Kerry? Or your bike?
I like the handlebars a lot because they're versatile.
Yes. Yes?
I've got 3 different speed settings. That's a good thing.
Oh, on the electric?
Yes.
Is that fiddly though at all with yours?
I get a bit confused
Yeah.
because it goes from green, which is slower, amber, medium speed, and red, which is a bit more.
But you have to press that button, don't
You
you?
have to press the button, but you press the button, then you wait for a white flash, and then you can press it again and it goes up. So it's not immediate. You have to go through those settings to get to the one you want. And if you're not sure what's coming up in front of you, as in a hill, you sort of lose momentum because you're looking down. It's not in front of you.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I'm not doing as well on the hills to start with, because I'm a bit slow at going up through the gears. Maybe it's just practice.
It probably is. You've got fancy Mavic carbon wheels, which are a bit too fancy really for the bike, but anyway. And I think the other thing that probably worth mentioning is most of the information's on the Ribble app, isn't it? You have an app.
Yeah, and it's really good. You can open the app and just check how much battery you've got left.
And the one thing we found...
That is brilliant.
Absolutely.
It's not gone down past 90%, has it?
No, what we found with
its
it...
battery between rides.
The range of that is amazing as well. I can't
Yeah.
quite remember what it was.
It's better than yours.
It is, but bear in mind I'm towing a... Mind you, I'm going to say that even when I'm not towing the dog, it's not got the range that yours has got.
No.
Weight of yours is 13.9 kilograms, so it's lighter than my bike, which we'll talk about in a second. But overall, very happy with it, aren't you? Yeah.
Thumbs up from me.
Yeah, it's a good bike, really good bike. Very happy with it.
Okay, Mike, please tell us about your bike. And it is called a...
Specialised, is it Comp? Creo 2? It's a carbon frame bike. It's quite swish, and perhaps, to be honest, a bit over swish, if that makes sense. Over swish? Anyway, it's quite a flash bike, and I don't think I really need quite such a flash bike, but I do like it.
He likes flash bikes.
Yes. So it is a Creo 2. It has a specialised motor in the bottom bracket area. It has SRAM, what are they called? AXS electronic brakes. It has obviously the specialised hydraulic disc brakes. It has a very snazzy system in that you can change the power setting, so there's eco, sport and turbo. It's very similar to yours, so you have, like yours has got green, amber and red. It's just got 3 settings, but very similar. But what the great thing about this is you can change them on here, which I do like, because I'm not faffing about like yours with a button at the bottom. Yep. Apex system, I think they're Hunt wheels, I can't remember now. Yes, no, DT Swiss, sorry. And it weighs probably, is it 14.9?
He's actually got something wrong. It is 14.5.
Oh, okay, but it's heavier than your bike. I think it's heavier than that. It feels a lot heavier than your bike. And it's got a future, is it a future shock? Damper in the headset, so it takes some of the vibration off. I like it a lot. I don't like it as much as my road bike, which I prefer to riding without the support. But what the great thing is with it is it enables, as we said, to tow the dog and the stuff. So great bike. Disadvantages: it's quite heavy, and that is an issue for both of them because we're touring in the motorhomes. There's quite a lot of weight in the back of the garage because that's where we store them. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to just break for a second because you can hear the dog whining. Kick the ball. But overall, really good. Oh, only other thing I would mention is, unlike other bikes I've had, it's only got one cog on the front. That's why I've got this massive range of gear cogs on the back. Took me a bit to get used to that. Works very well. When you're on the road and riding quite quickly, you run out of gears. That's the other thing with it, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, all in all, generally, love it. Okay, the last thing really to talk about now is storage of those 2 bikes in the van. Now, the combination of weight is about 29 kilograms, significant. Not something I would suggest you hang on the back of a van on a bike rack, but that's your call. And that's why we bought a van with a massive garage, as you can see, huge garage. And we're able then to put the bikes in the back and stow them in the back. So we have the trailer in here. And how I attach both the trailer and the bikes is with a ratchet strap. So you can see here's a ratchet strap. We just attach it to the hook eyes on the side. I'm just doing this simplistically. I do it a little bit more, and it just ratchets it up. That wouldn't be there, but we wrap it round a little bit more. But as you can see, what it does, it ratchets it up and holds it in position. Do the same with the bikes. Well, they go on this side, so I protect the walls of the garage with these foam floor mats, and they work really well in protecting the garage wall. And in addition to that, on the bikes themselves, I use these, which I've always used, simple pipe lagging, different sizes you can get for obviously the down tubes are bigger than the stays, etc. And I pack those around the bike so we don't scratch the bikes. Ratchet strap, wrap it around the frame and to the other eye, and attach it into the garage. They don't move, brilliant. But what I have to say is we do carry quite a lot of stuff, so I always feel the back of the van is heavy. So it's something to consider when you're buying bikes like this is the weight and how it would work in the back of your van if you're going to put them in a garage like we do. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more to say on that. It works well for us. Getting them in and out is easy. Unfortunately, we have the capacity on the van because it's a 4.2 kilogram weighted, so we have the capacity to put them in. Okay, so big tip: ratchet straps, pipe lagging. So we've come inside to conclude this epic video about our gravel e-bikes. I think what we thought we might say is that we think we've made the right choice for us, definitely. Yeah, because those bikes are both bomb-proof, versatile. You can go anywhere on them almost. Charge is good.
Yep.
Lasts a whole day. If we're going somewhere quite far, and we have done it certainly in the Netherlands, where we went a long way and they were fine, no problems at all.
Yep.
Fit in the back, okay.
Did you?
They're quite heavy, as I've said, but as
I
long as you're...
don't think you can get an e-bike that isn't heavy.
No, you can't. It's a compromise, but you wouldn't want to hang them off the back on a bike rack. I wouldn't feel confident doing that.
No, and there are a lot more heavier e-bikes out there.
There are, yeah. They are, the ones we bought are quite expensive, but we wanted to treat ourselves. We wanted bikes that would last. And because they're in the garage, they're pretty secure. I don't really worry about that. We always take a lock with us anyway. The drop handlebars are fine. I use SPD pedals. You use a combination of the two because... Why do you use a combination of two, darling?
Because I'm very good at falling off a bike.
So you don't actually use the SPD cleats, do you?
If I have a choice, I don't want to go anywhere near them.
I don't want you
I
either.
go for the flat side.
Yeah.
That's why I end up wearing trainers, because I want to not fall off.
Yeah.
Because I sometimes forget which side
And
I take my pedal,
like that.
my foot out the pedal, and I go on the side. I always fall on the side that I haven't taken my foot out.
It's a nightmare. I don't mind SPDs. I think, yeah, I say, I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions about e-bikes, gravel bikes, or biking in general, or even the dog trailer, although we have mentioned that in another video, which we'll put a link to, please do so. And like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
A cup of tea, but anyway,
Cheers.
cheers all the same.